Hey guys, Eccles here, former IGL, Team Liquid, 100 Thieves, NIP, even VLT. I'm just going to be doing a bit of YouTube content now. They'll break down some analysis, so I'm just going to show you my thoughts on the recent Cloud9 versus NRG game. This round really highlights the power of the salvo and how much it isolates players on site. I see the double rockets coming into tower. Oxy was looking to take advantage of that, but quickly denied by the Molotov. But now the players are just forced onto the site. Cloud9 just have an easy crunch on these two players with nowhere. Because they have the pressure of main, they don't have any information, so they're just forced back into the corner. Here we have in the anti-eco round, again, very slow, taking their time. We have Mitch here using the drone to clear the bomb site, isolate the players. We know the site's clear, so they can only be in tower. And once again, the salvo is going to come in with the near combination. Absolutely no chance of Verno here, just being forced out into the open. And just shows how strong these combinations are in this comp. A really good change of pace here from Cloud9. This could be incorporated by the game plan, pre-plan, or if not, really good on the fly call for Mitch. They've seen this weakness and now they're changing up the tempo, brute forcing their way to the side, because they know they don't have to deal with tower. So they send in Mitch to confirm that space to ensure they get that, and now they're set up in the post flank.
Having a good time anchoring this B site so far.
Here you can see a really good change of tempo from Cloud9. They've been conditioned in this area a lot for fast control and taking it with the salvos, but now they take it with the drone. NRG at this point have been abused 3 times in this area, so rightly so, Cloud9 are expecting this adaptation. They still choose to go for it and they go 1 for 1. Unfortunately, they kill Som, so they have no smokes players now. So now they're just looking to prod into the bomb site. Salvos come in here. Again, I'd say a little bit too early, and this is like the small teething issues we see when compositions are so new. Once again, focusing on Mitch's utility, we have the drone here clearing A main, and this is showing a different look for Cloud9's attack side, as originally they've just been consistently going through arcade, but now they're giving it a different look by making it look like they're faking towards A. They've changed up the plan, but the actual real plan is to continue their win condition of taking arcade and executing onto the B bomb site. So it's really high level stuff here, and we can see even now as an adaptation, they've realized since the last round, NRG are really stacking towards arcade, so now the mid round can come in and be like, hey, let's just group up main, we can still execute strong because they have the rockets for the tower, they have the smokes for main, there's nowhere on the site realistically that NRG can play. And even taking advantage of that by forcing the back of the rockets, then taking the close range space for the shorty. We hear some like early teething issues with the comp. Obviously, Oxy here going in a bit too early, not used to the salvo timing just yet, but this is something where the agents just come out, and if we're able to, you know, streamline things over time, it's going to be much better. And then here I just want to highlight Zeppa. Zeppa had such an amazing series, nearly acing this round here. But back to focusing on the main point, TEJO. Here we have another situation that occurs where Mitch is able to use the double salvo to push back Verno and allow him to get the bomb down. Just this mid-round adaptation that's really good. As we can see, Mitch is going to try and use the stun ability here, but it's just nowhere near as good. I like the idea here from Cloud9 trying to peek together, but realistically, they know their angles are going to be isolated, so I wouldn't mind them waiting, maybe letting the Verno tap the bomb. We have another perfect situation here where Mitch is alive, Zeppa's waiting, they're waiting for the salvos to recharge. A little smoke and rocket combination here to isolate Ethan and force FNS to come through the smoke. This it just happens so fast that there's no real reaction time that the players have, especially when they're not used to it. And this is another perfect example of utility where it just literally wins in the round on its own. So here we see the real strength about having a brand new composition, because Cloud9 can instantly go into an obvious set play here. And look at this combination. There's so much going on. They get the free kill out here onto Verno and just dipping out. This round really highlights the value of changing composition and being unpredictable, because there's no VODs available of Cloud9 of how they like to play. NRG aren't going to expect these types of win conditions. They just kind of going in blind. And we can see here Cloud9 are fully able to take advantage of that with how they're playing out the series so far, with lots of direct and preset rounds and game plans.
So they've cleared A, they know about B. They're going to take a step back too, because
this is a round that I think has so much potential. Obviously, see Net defending the C-bomb site and frozen the barrier towards here, but look at this position they're in. There is a world where a TEJO rocket, a stun comes in here and absolutely wipes out a team. Now, preparing for the retake, let's see how Cloud9 layer their utility. They use the TEJO on the front of site, Omen Paranoid in the middle of site, but then Ethan is still able to get his shots off. So this is something that needs to be considered with the new abilities, is that the time it takes, the TEJO isn't instantly a brick wall, isn't instantly clearing like a breach wall. It's a lot slower, so there's still a lot of timings available, and teams need to be aware of this.
The thing is,
I've really been impressed with Cloud9's utility usage, especially on the TEJO and the retakes on Lotus. And this shows around here where there's so many layers to it. NRG here do a great job delaying, but I just want to highlight that they've insane potential to completely clear this ult here with their abilities. If it wasn't for the fade ult from Verno, Cloud9 would have been a lot faster, but they still ended up winning this round just from the pure overwhelming and isolation. So much goes on here. I want to delve into a Valorant just to describe exactly what happens. So the first thing to come out of the retake is the stealth drone. The stealth drone comes out here. Verno has to break it and has to reposition. The stealth drone gives away his location. He's worried about getting spammed just by general knowledge or even the pings. This now means that NRG no longer have information on the choke point. This is going to cause Verno to use his fade ult to delay the retake, rightly so. This disrupts Cloud9's retake, and this is the unfortunate part because this combination in itself is insane. So Breach uses stun, Omen uses paranoia onto the side like this. So anyone here trying to defend the close Viper ult, because this is already clear, anyone now in this area and the fallback is now also blind, and then the retake would come in. But due to them being half HP, they kind of hesitate, and it's understandably so they don't make it out the choke point on this utility set. Then it's all down to the Breach. Breach then has to think of a way, okay, right, how are we going to break this space? Our retake's been countered. Breach is going to do a simple flash. Oxy's going to nade here, again, to isolate, to prevent people from taking this space. And he's going to double satchel over to here. He does this, creates a space, and allows his teammates to get out the choke point. And now this is where the round is really won. Because before, they're worried about getting out here. Now they're able to take the space. Now they can begin to win the retake. Once again, pivoting from the subject, I just really want to highlight how good Xeppaa was this series. He was making absolutely fantastic decisions back to back here. And this just shows his experience. Let two people run by, 3v5 on the eco, lets that, gets the dink down, goes to the fight, completely turns around on his own here and manages to win the round. Like, this is something where there's a player who's got so much criticism, gets put on a new role, gets allowed to have some freedom, and look how he's playing. Amazing. But unfortunately, you can't get the good without the bad. Again, Cloud9 having issues, still getting used to the agent. Although the implementations are very good, fine-tuning is still to be desired. And this shows exactly here with this round, where they're in kind of like a semi-winnable position. They commit the tail, but unfortunately, so much time on the clock has gone. I think even at this point, even if they stick it, they're not going to win it. And it's just like that hesitation, but it's also, Xeppaa's been playing so well, he's probably feeling it. He's like, why don't we just go for it? In this situation, once again, another amazing delay / semi retake from Cloud9. The double salvo and stun blocks the bomb plant, has them in a different position. Deadlock ult comes in, but they're just not able to commit on the retake. And this is just due to Som being a nuisance in the background, while they're having to isolate the 1v1 to secure the numbers advantage, whilst they're also trying to delay the plant. Like, they're in two minds, but they eventually come together and do a great job in the round. But overall, the initial combinations, utility uses that is on show from Cloud9 is really insane. Once again, though, I really want to emphasize the direct style that Cloud9 have been showing versus NRG. Here, again, because there's no VODs, there's no way for NRG to know exactly how they're going to play or how they like to use their new composition. So just completely direct and such an oppressive comp where, okay, we're taking C control, go straight into a C exec. Where can they play on the sides? We go in here, Oxy gets the kill onto Som, but there's not many positions where Som can stand where he's not getting affected by utility and just simply overwhelms. And especially in pistol rounds, this is such a strong way to play by simply grouping together and playing in numbers. Here you can see Cloud9 kind of overcook it. They spot heavy flank and they react to go towards B, which is not potentially bad, but the door open allows the full NRG to re-clear. FNS is aware of this, playing in a good position, and the backup comes in. Once again, I want to highlight how Cloud9 is approaching this series and really just showing their win conditions early and abusing them until NRG make an adaptation. Even though it's an eco round, Cloud9 commit the utilities here to secure the orb and even potentially catch off guard any NRG members over aggressive versus the pistols. Here's a gun round working example of Cloud9's attack side of their A control. This round, Oxy does have his ult, which allows him to speed up the control and confirm the kill. But now this puts so much pressure upon NRG. You can even see this, the over rotation. They understand Cloud9's game plan and attack style so far in the series, but even so, they're still doing too much. The drone comes out here, manages to bait out the Vice ult, and now Cloud9 have achieved their job of getting A control, creating that question mark, baiting out the ult, and now they can simply pivot to the other side. There's another round that could potentially get close. Ethan hits some nice shots, so does Verno. Net kind of goes crazy, but we see here just the contingency plans that Cloud9 have, where utility alone they're going to win this round. Like, look at this. If you're Som, you're absolutely fuming. There's nothing you can do. Stun, aftershock, salvos come in. Good night. Has to run out, trying to avoid the bomb. Mitch puts him down. Like, what can you do? That's just like a tilter right there.
They've taken the lead back.
And even in the next round, and this is probably the most impressive of the whole game, the way Vic and Zeppa play this. Zeppa's already on planet Mars. He might as well be in a different universe. He's so far away, no one can touch him. Vic does an insane job here. Paranoids early, goes for the one, gets two. Here a little bit of jiggle, but now he's just playing for time, allowing time to win the round itself. Time is your best friend in Valorant. If you can win on time, you're going to win consistently, but you have to shoot your gun. That still requires you to do something. Zeppa here throws down his salvos. There's literally no chance to win the round. And just look at Oxy's reaction. Oxy's even laughing.
Pure vibes from Cloud9. They can taste it. The vibes have to be forgotten though, because we're right next into the next round.
Once again, we're showing another little variation to the A controller from Cloud9. Same principle, same smoke, double salvo coming in. Oxy with the satchels, instantly getting up on the smoke angle, not allowing for the opponents to get any control. And now we're just waiting. We're chatting and chilling, waiting for NRG to make a play. They don't necessarily have to make a play here, but it's going to be in their advantage to do something together in the pistols. So here Cloud9 to simply leave. They're taking the space, they're taking the control. There's been no counter. Now just looking for any mistakes that NRG are making. And it's very good to highlight here. Cloud9 just doing this together, doing it dry, no utilities coming up. They're not giving NRG any indications, just coming together until they get to a highly contested point. Drone comes in to re-clear. They're going to spin the door. They're going to clear the full map. They understand now NRG has not aggressed anywhere. We own the entire map. Now it's just simply grouping up together and executing. A lot of teams in this situation might overplay rounds, but versus Eco, just grouping up as 5 is always going to be solid. You have better guns and abilities. Finishing off with NRG contesting Cloud9's control. They do quite well, they go 1-for-1, but just look how hard it actually is for them to contest. Ethan's going crazy, he's double TPing in and out, ability to fly absolutely everywhere. Very unfortunate for this round. Som could get more, and a bit of a blunder here from FNS that everyone's seen, but it doesn't actually matter that much. Like, you're like in ranked, people would hear this, they've got $1 million headphones, they'll see everything. These guys aren't even looking at him, bro. Like, this just shows how the LAN environment's so hard. They don't even know Omen's TP. FNS goes for the kills, rightly so, and this guy walks straight into Ethan. Unfortunately, Cloud9 don't win this round. Net doesn't clutch it up, but we've got the winning moment coming up right now. And this is how the boys close it out. Honestly, so unfortunate. Verno just so gets a 3K down to a 5v2, but the boys bring it back in a crazy fashion. Net goes 1-for-1 with his ult. Mitch gets the kill, and that is that. That is all she wrote for this game. Thank you all for watching. I'm doing this. Gonna try to do some more in the future. Yeah, cheers.